And yes, I loved New Hope so much. So the reason we started out in New Hope was because I'm originally from Skillman, New Jersey, which is about a 30-minute drive away. And so the reason we wanted to be here was so that we could get here after school. But we feel like the company is at such a great, or the location has such a great influence on our culture that we never want to move. When we were actually first looking for venture capital, we were looking at a firm on the East Coast, and they, as one of the terms, if we had decided to raise with them, which we didn't, was that we'd have to move to Boston, New York, or San Francisco, basically anywhere that wasn't Pennsylvania, and we refused to do that. And because we loved where we are, because one thing, you can walk to tons of restaurants. Like, despite it being in Pennsylvania, there's a lot to do around here. It's a fun place, and we're an easy train ride. We're only an hour train ride from New York City. Try to get into the valley about once a month, but we feel like being in this more suburban area where you don't have any other tech companies is great for us, because it really made us focus on our viability early on. We always thought about scarce resources and how, and so we've kind of embraced scarcity as the lifeblood of our innovation, and consider living from round to round of venture money as in kind of an easy addiction for a startup. And so, since that wasn't an option for us, we always looked into ways. We always cared about how we're going to make money. We didn't, push the pedals to the floor, speeding towards a cliff, hoping that we'd build a rocket ship before we got there. And it wasn't because we didn't think we could build one. It was because, you only have one set of astronauts. And so, so I feel like that's an important part of our culture, because we're focused on the growing, and also on growing our monetization, not just on crazy growth. We don't view it as we don't view it as binary. It's not like you're worth $0 or worth $1 billion. You can continue to grow, have sustainable growth, and not make it an all or nothing situation. But another great thing about being a New Hope is, since no one else is here, there's also a lot less pressure to follow the leader. So if everyone else is doing something in Silicon Valley, we don't feel pressured to do it as much, because we're a little bit more insulated, which I think helps quite a bit.